So for me, the stereotype that we have with anxiety, depression, and other mental health illnesses is that we believe it's only certain people who are potentially open to it. The quiet guy in the corner who doesn't talk in school, oh, that guy must have problems. That's a stereotype and a labeling it's lethal and it's dangerous, and it's actually making the situation far worse, because there's people who aren't that stereotype going, well, no one will either believe me, or if I do it, people will kind of say, well, why are you doing it? What have you got to be depressed about? And I think that is a very dangerous game that has to stop.
Do you think things are getting better in that regard?
Yes.
Obviously, there's been a big movement.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Against suicide and mind our amenities. Just trying to get people to talk. So do you think it's easier for someone maybe who would have been in your situation 15 years ago, if they were in the same
Absolutely.
situation?
Well, you got to look at it this way. It's the most common illness in the country. Whatever you look at it, I'm not a massive fan of statistics, but when, you're easily, and I mean, this will be quite a modest percentage, but 25-30% of the country are affected in some capacity, either directly or indirectly. So it's the most common illness in the country, but it's the one illness that most people don't seek help about. It just doesn't make sense, and it's not. I keep saying it's not sustainable. It's not, especially considering the pressures that people are being put under at the moment, and the stresses and the complete need to achieve all the time, the fear of failure, and we have to have this, and if I'm a 35-year-old man, I have to have kids and I have to have a mortgage. That's a load of shite. Like, you don't have to have any of those things, and we get so caught up with trying to get them that we either do ourselves serious emotional issues, or we just don't enjoy the process. So we're so caught up getting somewhere that we put ourselves under this intense pressure, whether it's in work or whether it's in your private life. And the reality is a lot of men in Ireland will turn around and go, well, I don't have depression, I said, but that's really naive to think that, yes, you, like everybody, you're going to lose somebody you love, you could lose your job, you might have a traumatic experience. Do you think you've got the capacity to cope with that? So for me, it's not just about mental health illness, it's about mental fitness. What are people doing on a daily basis to bolster their mind? And you can spend all the money you want in gym memberships and cars and going for beers. They all mean nothing if your head isn't in the right place.